Hi, well, I'm Claire Johnson from Waypoint Church, and normally I would come and see you in school during your Harvest Assembly Week. But this year I can't do that, so I'm joining you in your classrooms through this video. Some of you have met me and know me, but some of you I haven't met before, so it's really good to meet you. Let's shake hands if we haven't met before. So each year at Harvest, it's a time to stop and think about food and all of the people who grow, make and sell food for us to buy and eat. Today, we're going to be thinking about how we can help others and how we can make a difference by sharing our food with people who don't have as much as we do. And I'm not talking about people in other countries like Africa, but people in our own town, in Fareham, in our school and in the streets where we live. I've got my heart bucket with me again today, and the first thing that I've got in it is a packet of sweets. I like sweets. I could easily eat all of this packet, or I could share it. Wonder what I'm going to do. Let's think about sharing for a few moments. I'm going to ask you some questions which you're going to answer with either a silent thumbs up for yes or a silent thumbs down for no. I'm going to answer these questions as well. So I'm going to tell you the question, remind you what you need to do, thumbs up for yes, thumbs down for no, count to 3, and then I want you to show me your answer. So first one is, do you like to share? So get your thumbs ready. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Hands down. Next question. Do you always share? Get those thumbs ready. 1, 2, 3. Are there some things that are easier to share than others? That's a hard one, isn't it? So get those thumbs ready. 1, 2, 3. How about your toys? Is it easy to share your toys? 1, 2, 3. What about sweets or chocolate? 1, 2, 3. Last question. Do you think there are some things that they're just too small to share? Thumbs ready. 1, 2, 3. Well done, and thank you for answering those questions. We're going to watch a story now from the Bible where a little boy shared something really small, but it made a great big difference. Let's watch and see what happened.
Jesus feeds the 5,000. Let's meet Jesus.
Hey-o!
God's one and only Son. He came to earth to save us, each and every one. People heard of the amazing things Jesus was up to. Crowds gathered wherever he went to see what he would do. Jesus saw the crowd and asked,
Hey, Philip!
"Where can we buy these people something to eat?" Philip said that with over 5,000 mouths to feed, this would be no small feat.
Hey, I got an idea.
But Andrew said, "There's a boy here with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. But what good is that with a crowd this size? That won't get them fed." Jesus took the boys' lunch and had everyone take a seat.
Hey, everyone, sit down.
Then he gave thanks to God and gave the people something to eat.
Here you go. Want some more? I'm all good, thanks.
Jesus had the disciples gather the scraps from the great lunch.
You guy.
There were 12 baskets filled with leftovers. It was a bunch. Jesus did a great miracle, and 5,000 people he fed. with just 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread.
So back to my bucket. And in the story, we saw the little boy who had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Or have I just got that wrong? Did he have 2 loaves and 5 fish? Which one was it? But I wonder, if you'd been that little boy, would you have been prepared to go hungry and share your lunch with other people? Give me a thumbs up for yes or a thumbs down for no. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, hard one, isn't it? But the little boy was prepared. He'd brought his lunch with him. And he must have thought, how is my small lunch going to make a difference to 5,000 hungry people? But that didn't let him stop. That didn't stop him sharing it. He was prepared to not have any lunch and be hungry and to share the little that he had. And Jesus took his lunch and made it into enough food to feed everyone. And there were leftovers too. The boy and all the people must have been so amazed. So the people in that story, they were hungry because they weren't prepared. They hadn't thought to bring any lunch with them. But there's lots of people in our country, in our towns today, who are hungry, not because they've forgotten their lunch, not because they've forgotten to buy food, but because they don't have enough money to buy food. In the UK, there are 4.5 million children whose families don't have enough money to buy food for themselves. That's a lot of people, isn't it? Even here in Fareham, in Heath, there are lots of children and their families who don't have enough food. So how can we, that's you and me, how can we possibly make a difference with the little that we have? We're going to watch another video now, and in this we're going to see how we can all make a difference just by doing a small thing, just by doing what we can do.
Excuse me, young man. What is it that you were doing?
Throwing starfish into the ocean.
I must ask, why are you throwing starfish into the ocean?
The sun is up and the tide is going down. If I don't throw them in, they'll die.
But young man, do you not realize there are miles and miles of beach and starfish along each mile? You can't possibly make a difference.
It made a difference for that one.
So the boy on the beach, he can't possibly help all the starfish, can he? But he knows that he can make a difference by helping some of them. And when the old man joined in and helped too, they were able to help even more of the starfish. So this story teaches us that when we all get involved and we all do what we can, we will be able to help many, many more people than if just 1 or 2 of us do it. 6 months ago, back in March, when life changed, didn't it? And we all had to stay home from school. We had to stop going to places. We had to stop seeing our friends. My church, Waypoint Church, started to help people who live near us who don't have enough money to buy food or who couldn't get to the shops to buy it themselves. And so we set up a food parcel delivery service, and each week we took food to people in their homes. We didn't think we were going to do this for very long, but 6 months later, we are still feeding people, and we are going to carry on helping people who don't have enough food in the roads around where we live. So far, in 6 months, we have delivered 900 food parcels. And that means we've given food to around 2,700 people. That's a lot of people, isn't it? And we can only keep helping this many people because people like you are sharing their food with us. The food that you've brought to school this week for harvest will be coming to my church, to this room, to our hub. And it will help us to give food to the people that we know who don't have enough, so that they don't have to worry about how they're going to buy food, nor do they have to go to bed hungry. So thank you so much for all your donations. And can you do something for me? Can you say thank you to your grown-ups too when you see them later for helping you to bring this food in? Let's come back to my heart bucket. Because when we share with others, it shows, like this heart, that we love them and that we care about them and we want to be generous and thoughtful. By sharing what you and your families have brought, you are showing that you care and are helping make a difference to lots of people. So as we finish, I'd like you to try and remember 2 things. To be thankful for all of the food that you have to eat, and to always share with others, however much or little you've got. Thank you for joining with me in this Harvest Assembly. Thank you for inviting me to come and do this with you. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye.